world where airplanes cannot fly, cars stop running, factories shut down, and electricity grids struggle to function, that world would look very different from what we see today, because behind almost every modern convenience lies one powerful industry, the oil and gas industry. From the fuel in your vehicle to the plastic in your phone, oil and gas power a large part of the modern world. In this video series, we are going to explore the entire oil and gas industry, from how oil forms deep inside the earth, to how it is discovered, drilled, produced, transported, and finally converted into the fuels and products we use every day. Whether you are a student, engineer, business professional, or simply curious about how the energy industry works, this series will take you from the basic concepts to advanced industry knowledge. Let's start with the basics. Oil and gas are hydrocarbon resources that exist naturally beneath the Earth's surface. Crude oil is a thick liquid made up of complex hydrocarbons. It is usually dark brown or black in color. Natural gas, on the other hand, is a mixture of gases primarily composed of methane. These hydrocarbons were formed millions of years ago when microscopic marine organisms died and were buried under layers of sediment. Over geological time, heat and pressure transformed this organic material into oil and gas trapped inside rocks deep beneath the earth. Today, oil and gas remain some of the most important energy resources in the world. They power transportation systems including cars, trucks, ships, and airplanes. They provide fuel for industries and electricity generation. But energy is only one part of the story. Oil is also the raw material used to produce thousands of everyday products: plastics, synthetic fibers, fertilizers, pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, and even components inside smartphones and computers. Without oil and gas, many industries that define modern life would struggle to operate. Oil and gas production is spread across many regions of the world. Some of the largest producers include the United States, Saudi Arabia, Russia, and Canada. These countries produce millions of barrels of oil every day and play a major role in global energy markets. Many nations rely heavily on oil and gas exports as a major source of national revenue. The oil and gas industry is made up of different types of companies that work together across the value chain. The first group is national oil companies, or NOCs. These are companies owned or controlled by governments. One of the largest examples is Saudi Aramco, which manages the vast oil resources of Saudi Arabia. The second group is international oil companies, often called IOCs. These companies operate globally and invest in exploration, production, and refining activities around the world. A well-known example is ExxonMobil. The third group is oilfield service companies, which provide specialized technologies, equipment, and engineering services to support exploration and production activities. One of the largest service companies in the world is Schlumberger. To understand how the oil and gas industry works, it helps to look at the value chain, which is generally divided into three main segments. The first segment is upstream. Upstream activities involve exploration and production. This includes searching for oil and gas reserves, drilling wells, and extracting hydrocarbons from underground reservoirs. The second segment is midstream. Midstream focuses on transportation and storage. Once oil and gas are produced, they need to be transported through pipelines, tankers, or ships to processing facilities and markets. The third segment is downstream. Downstream includes refining crude oil into usable products such as petrol, diesel, jet fuel, and petrochemicals. These products are then distributed to industries, businesses, and consumers around the world. The scale of the oil and gas industry is enormous. It involves some of the most complex engineering projects ever built: offshore platforms operating in deep ocean waters, pipelines stretching thousands of kilometers across continents, and massive refineries processing hundreds of thousands of barrels of crude oil every day. The industry also employs millions of professionals, including engineers, geologists, economists, project managers, and technicians. Despite its importance, the oil and gas industry faces several major challenges. Oil prices can fluctuate significantly due to global economic conditions, geopolitics, and supply-demand dynamics. The industry also faces increasing pressure to reduce environmental impacts and carbon emissions. As the world moves toward cleaner energy systems, oil and gas companies are investing in new technologies such as carbon capture and hydrogen production. In the upcoming videos, we will explore every stage of the oil and gas industry in detail. You will learn how oil is formed inside the earth, how companies locate reservoirs using seismic technology, how drilling rigs operate, how offshore platforms produce oil, and how refineries convert crude oil into the fuels we use every day. If you want to understand the oil and gas industry from basic concepts to advanced engineering and business insights, this series is for you. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the next episode, where we will explore how oil and gas are formed deep inside the earth over millions of years. See you in the next video.